Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to yet another episode of the DJ Dewa Show. And I'm so excited to be recording this particular episode today because it's an episode I've been wanting to do for such a long time, but I haven't had the right elements in it. I've had my voice, but I haven't had the right voice to accompany me with. And today I have found that voice. Joining me in the studio is a very intelligent woman, right? She sounds a bit British, but that's because she went to Colchester for a weekend when she was 6 and just stuck with the accent. I've tried to beg her to sound more suburban, but she can't do it. So please forgive my guest. Kush, how are you doing?
I'm doing good, thank you.
And you will see, this British accent will grow on you. It's infectious, but you know, it's not the accent that she's here for. She's here for because she's going to be helping us discuss whether the wall exists. Have you ever heard about the wall, Kush?
No, I haven't. Can you enlighten me, please?
The wall is the hypothetical stage that a lady gets when she reaches her 30s.
Uh-oh.
And she is no longer at the top of the market. She's maybe a little bit in the middle towards the bottom.
Right.
And things have drastically changed in her love life.
Uh-huh.
And she literally has gone from all the options to very limited to no options. In other words, is once you turn 30 as a woman, your options literally dwindle and die. Therefore, it's probably better for you to get hooked up with hubby-to-be before you turn 30, because after that, ain't no one hunting.
And when you say no one hunting, you mean the men, right?
Yes, I do mean the men.
All right.
Do you go the other way?
No,
Right.
but it just seems like you're saying maybe the women might go hunting, so I just wanted to clarify.
No. So it just simply means that once you turn 30
Yeah.
and you're a working professional or you're an owner of businesses such as yourself, it
Yes.
does get considerably harder to find love. Do you agree with that?
I think it's tricky to find real love, no matter what age that you are.
Mm-hmm.
Depends on the person that makes you happy. You could be 25 in a relationship and might not be happy, and then you might get disappointed, or you might be 25 and find the right guy. So I think if you're single at 30 plus, based on the wall, whether it gets more difficult, I wouldn't say it's more difficult. I think you're more particular, because by the time you're in your 30s, there's certain things that you just won't tolerate.
Right.
And you won't. I think if you're maybe plus 35, maybe you might be more inclined to just settle with anything. If you're a woman that might want to just get married or something like that.
Right.
But when you turn 30, I think you might be a little bit more particular. You look at things like based on security. Does that person have a child? Don't they? Are they a divorcee? Because if you're plus 30, it's more likely with a guy that if they're single, okay, then you too as a woman will question, why are they single? Do they play the field a lot? How many chicks do they have? So
Sounds like there's too many things going on. There's too much questioning. Why would you have all that questioning in your 30s, but when you're in your 20s, you don't? Is the quality control measures less as a 20-year-old? Or in your 20s, rather?
I think it is, because the probability of a guy being having a child, for instance, in their 20s are slimmer than if he's above 30.
Right.
Some women might set that as a precondition that they will not be with a guy that has a child, or they will not be with a guy that has previously been married, because that might come with baggage,
right.
So the usual staying, and that goes on the reverse. Like a guy might not want to be with a woman because she's got a child, because he's got to deal with the father. So okay. As a preference. That's why I'm saying if you're plus 30, you might be a little bit more particular, because the probability of baggage is far much higher in your 30s.
Right. So the wall, does it exist or not?
I think You know, I had someone say to me, you know, if you're a pretty girl, right? Pretty girl, right? In your 20s, you're used to guys chasing you. Mm-hmm. And then when you're in your 30s, you're usually chasing the guys, right? That's what I've heard recently from like an elder, you know. So
you thought you had all the time.
You know, so it made me think, like, have I, you know, in my situation, I've never really chased a guy before. Mm-hmm. I've always been consumed with work and everything. I have dated, I've been engaged and so forth, but you know that didn't work out for whatever reason. To say now whether I'm chasing like men, I would say probably not. Mm-hmm. But am I interested in dating? Mm-hmm. Yes. You know, so I haven't been one of those women that would probably spend so much time chasing guys. That's just not me.
That's just not you. But no. Do you believe that there are such women who exist?
Oh yeah. Jeez, yeah.
Where are they? Is there a specific location for research? Of
course, yeah, for research. For you?
For the betterment of the show, yes. Yeah.
No, there's two. I think there's actually two types of women. Some women,
yeah,
they are. What's the opposite of an alpha female?
A beta female.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's two types. One that will chase a guy, and one that won't. And I think there's probably. It probably tilts more towards women that want to settle down and so forth.
Right.
Yeah.
But then you see, now I'm confused because you have said that, you know, people get more particular and you consider a lot more. Is their baggage, is their baby mama drama and all this other stuff. But I actually see quite a lot of people just say, yeah, you'll do. And then you settle down, you get married, 3 months later, you're now hearing people filing papers of the divorce variety. So it's like, what do you mean by people get more particular? For me, I think people get more desperate. I don't know. I mean, it's not fair, I believe that, actually not so much fair, but I think like as you get older, as a man, you always have options to go younger or older. As a woman, you don't want to go younger. Right? Mm-hmm. You always want to go higher, and that comes with the challenges. But then also those challenges come with the pressure of just having to settle down because, you know, clocks and all these other
that's
things.
with women. I think probably. I mean, I can look at a small collective of women and compare like the women that I know.
Right.
You will find that a woman would probably want to. Speedily, if she hasn't got a child, she'll want one because naturally women know biological clock is ticking, right? Mm-hmm. So you want to be between, especially probably from about 33 upwards. Mm. If you haven't got a child by 33, you're gonna either just say,
"Hey, where the D at, man? Where the D?
What's going down?" You know, and you know. People always want to do things the correct way, get married and so forth, but sometimes that's when you forget that actually to have a commitment to somebody just because you want a child doesn't mean you're happy. Right. And that's why you get the quick divorces, because they'll have their child and then they'll realise, oh crap, I don't know this person. But then there's a whole new human being that's been born.
Yeah.
But then maybe as a woman, you might be happy because you've got your child, but that might be in a toxic situation. So I think there is a level of desperation. That's why I said there's two types of women. Right. So, you know, still, let's say if I was a woman that was ready just to get married and get settled because I want my family, I could fairly easily get married in 6 months. I know people that have done that. Right. In 3 months, just get it done. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure you probably could pull out your phone and find someone you could do that with, but is that really a smart?
I wouldn't do
smart
that.
choice.
That's. I believe in happiness. Yeah, I believe in happiness.
So you just absolutely won't do that.
No.
Right. Okay, but
Plus, I've got a child, so I'm good.
So you're good.
I'm
right?
all right. I'm fine.
You're good. I think that
I can't empathise because I've got a child already.
Okay.
So I wouldn't know how I'd feel if I didn't have a child, but I can see how. Like when I started business, I had a business mentor, a woman.
Mm-hmm.
She was in her 40s, successful publisher, and she would be so stressed. And she said, "Do you know what? Have your child, because I can't right now. I can't, and biological clock, all that stuff is affecting her like stress.
Right.
But she's got this empire, and she's a single woman. Like she'll date and stuff like that. Not married, no child. And at that age, how do you enjoy the wealth of like with everything that you've built for? You've built your empire. How do you enjoy it without a child or like a family?
Right.
So at that age, that's when I actually thought, well, I would like a work-life balance where I can have a family as well as put into my business. So that's why I chose to have a child. I wanted a child at a decent age.
Cool. And I think that I'm going to get into the challenges, or trying to ask you the challenges of trying to date when you are also successful in your own right when it comes to the business and the work end. It's funny how naturally we just went into baby mama, baby daddy drama at a plus 30 dating conversation. So that is, it seems like that is a real thing, right?
It's part of my life.
But I'll tell you this straight up as a guy. When you're dealing with a woman with a child, it's harder because the child 95.55% always stays with the mom. When it's a woman dealing with a single dad, you know that the child is going to be chilling with the mom. So you have some sort of semblance of just you and him. Do you find that it's a bit challenging with your child to be able to attract quality guys, or to be able to have, people still willing to talk to you past the revelation that you are with child?
I love my son, to the moon and back. I would never hide that I've got a child.
Right.
So if that was ever a problem, so far, since I've dated, it's never been a problem. It's whether I'll give them access to my son, whether they're that important enough to meet my son as a boyfriend, and nobody has had that privilege.
Right. There's no Uncle T.
Nah, there's no uncles around. No uncles around. Not yet. And I think sometimes if you're a single parent and you expose your child to too many people, you're encouraging issues with that child because they'll be confused.
Right.
They'll be calling everybody uncle, and when they grow up, they'll be like, wait a minute.
Uncle did.
Uncle did. Where is the uncle? Where is this? No.
Gets a bit confusing.
Yeah, no. Look, I'm a perfectionist naturally with my work and everything, and I definitely wanted a unit, but life didn't pan out that way.
Right.
So I can only protect my son to the better of my,
to the best of your ability.
Best of my ability.
That's cool. All right, so let's move into this. You working and you're balancing. So you're a business owner. How many businesses do you have? Start on them.
3.
3.
Yes.
Wow. So you technically have 4 children. Yes. Right. So with your businesses and all of that, how do you even have time to think about the opposite sex?
There's time.
When?
There's more than enough time.
In between emails?
Just about to sleep. End of the day, if there could have been someone here just to offload some of this, some of the stress and pressure and stuff. Yeah. Sometimes that's a good time, But during the day, I'm very busy, so I don't really think about that during the day, if I'm honest.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, is it really healthy for you to think about the opposite sex when you're in your bed?
Yes.
Isn't it just more now you just want some D and then
No, not just that. That too is a factor, but it's a factor. But it's that's not. I don't really think about it. Sometimes I'll say, "Oh crap, I should really start dating and then I really think about my son and work, and then I get on to work, and that's about it.
So that's about like 3.8 seconds of the day.
Yeah.
Right. So tell me this then. Do you